So this is the latest dev diary from Owlcat on their upcoming Expanse game. And apparently this is a deep dive into, they're working with NASA on things. So I wanted to take a look at this morning.
One of the biggest fears of an astronaut doing extravehicular activity, or EVA, is somehow becoming detached and floating away.
Can't wait for this game.
Hi, I'm Leroy Chow. I'm a former NASA astronaut and ISS commander. Owlcat Games asked me to help them to create what it's like to live and work in space, and then it's really a challenge to take that experience and make it into a realistic game, and that's where their team stepped in.
We wanted to strike the right balance, realism grounded in science fiction, not simulation.
During real spacewalks, we actually use tethers to keep ourselves attached to the vehicle. In a reactive game, that would be too clumsy, and so mag boots is a creative way to kind of compromise and keep it realistic, but also
the tap
be able to be
before they
reactive.
lock on.
But the fear is the same, becoming detached somehow and drifting away. And that's just one example. Even firearms would behave differently in space. Recoil and ballistics would also be different. People think about space as silent, but silence can mean danger. For example, inside of the spacesuit, there's a steady hum of the fan that's blowing oxygen over your face. The people at Owlcat Games did some research and figured out that vibrations caused by shots inside of a vehicle would translate to the hull and likely be felt through the mag boots.
We love the idea, but had to adapt it. Realism would mean almost no sound in combat. No vacuum, you hear more than astronauts do, but far less than in atmosphere. What you hear is what your character feels.
That's interesting, so it's vibrations.
Vibrations. The tension stays, and so does the fear.
That's interesting.
The mission crews train for months, even years together. The commander is chosen first and sets the tone. Just like in the game, trust takes time and shared experience.
The ship is cruised home. To craft the right atmosphere, we focus on the smallest of details. Life in space changes tastes. Astronauts often crave spices just to feel such sensations again. On pink water meals created from what could actually be grown in orbit. And in the same spirit, you'll even hear your companions discussing food and ingredients on the ship.
Nice.
We hope that our approach to blending realism with gameplay considerations will make players experience something engaging and truly immersive.
Well, given how immersive Owlcat's previous games have been, I have no doubt this is going to be something special, for sure. Osiris Reborn. So, what's really interesting to me is, Owlcat previously, top down, but their games have always been amazing. Like, if you haven't played their previous games, Kingmaker, Wrath of the Righteous, Rogue Trader, holy shit, those games are immersive and fun. It's really interesting to see them take the step towards making a, third person, action RPG, party based. I mean, I hate to throw this out there, but I have in the past, I think I already mentioned this, but like, this is a Mass Effect style game that, for those of you who really loved Mass Effect, this is going to give you that same type of gameplay. I'm not going to be one of those people who says, "Oh, this is the next Mass Effect." It's the next. No, that's bullshit thinking. You can't think like that. Mass Effect is its own thing. This is its own thing. Exodus is going to be its own thing. That's another game that's from previous people who worked on Mass Effect, which is also a third-person action RPG like this game. Highly recommend the TV show if you have not watched The Expanse. I will 100% be playing a Belter. 100%. And I will have to go back and watch the show to get my accent ready. And I will 100% roleplay my Belter. If they don't give my character his own voice, and I'm allowed to voice my own character, like I'll read my own dialogue, I will be reading it with my Belter accent. 100%. I can't wait. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun with this game. But that's cool. So they're working on, which, like, we looked at what Starfield did. Starfield worked with NASA on some stuff as well. You heard the audio effects here when they're, talking about those fights in space, in the vacuum of space. Everything sounded very muted, but you're feeling the vibration. So I'm assuming they're going to be, having that translate through into the controller. Good stuff. I can't wait to play for sure. No, how dare you, Hector? CRN all the way. How dare you?